Hey everyone, this is Gabe Safan here with Astral Talk. This is a 2020 forecast for Leo Suns and Leo Risings. Sorry, I know I'm smiling because I'm a Leo Rising, because I've been experiencing some interesting changes, especially when it comes to work and my daily routine. But this is not about me, okay? This is about all of us Leo Risings, okay? But also Leo Suns. This is mainly about you too, okay? Alrighty, so let's get started. Yeah, this year is a work year. Work year. Our daily routine will be under focus this year. 2020 is that bitch, okay? We are here to work. I have to say, there's everyone, like, Leos, we all have opportunity to work this year. This is that year. We have so much Capricorn shit in our sixth house. That's all work, our daily routine. Jupiter's going to be there. So, I mean, there will always be work available. So don't sit there and complain that you can't find work. I will find that hard to believe. Either that, or do what I'm doing, create some work. Like there's always going to be something for you. Okay? So to be at service to others, that's the thing, that's the main thing. Being at service to others. This is that year. So there'll always be opportunity for work. However, karma. Since Uranus is in our 10th house, which revolves around career. Uranus is saying, yeah, you can have a lot of work, but it has to be of quality. It has to be ascending you higher. It has to be building foundations and building new foundations for yourself. So quality of work is going to be very important because it's either that or you're going to be working like a slave. I'm just keeping it real, Leo Risings. Leo Risings and Leo Suns. You're going to be working like a slave. But if you're doing something that you love and also like really ascending higher with your career, this is a good year to really like make some monumental steps up the mountain. It really is. I see this year being very positive for a lot of Leos as long as we're going in the right direction. Because if you're feeling like you're working like a slave, our health will be challenged. Mental and physical health will be challenged. I'm just going to keep it real with you, Leos. So make sure the work that you're doing is very beneficial, very high quality, something you enjoy doing or creating. So I really, really, really suggest that for Leos. That's coming from me. I'm a Leo rising. Yeah, I'm not a Leo sun, but a lot of the Leo rising stuff really is true to heart for me. So I'm just going to put that out there. But let's continue. It's not about me. Okay. Next. Once Mars gets into your work sector area, I think we'll definitely see monumental changes when it comes to your work, especially when it comes to February, March. Mercury retrogrades won't be too bad this year for us, I have to say. I mean, yeah, the one in February, March, we'll definitely have to watch, when it comes to shared income, anything that we're receiving, miscommunication through, I won't even say miscommunication, I'll just say anything that involves with our debt and things like that, just there might be some hiccups around that time, where sometimes a payment might not go through that you're trying to pay your debt off, but it didn't go through. So just always double check that during that time. Just be wary of that, especially since Neptune's been sitting in our 8th house for a while. So just double check after yourself all the time. So, and then the Mercury retrogrades, yeah, the one in the summer, we won't be highly affected by that. I'm just going to keep it real. But the one in November, we just have to be wary about home stuff, It won't be a good time to actually like move into a new home around that time for you Leos. I wouldn't suggest that if you're trying to find a place in the fall. Like make sure you get that down packed by September. Just being honest. But otherwise than that, Mercury retrogrades. Venus retrograde will be more so like with our friends. We might see a change in our friends. We might see that area of life being revitalized. You definitely may find more of your soul tribe this year if you didn't really find it last year. I think that would be something that will definitely happen this year, to be honest. Just be the only thing I would say with the Venus retrograde, you could also all of a sudden like upgrade in something technology wise eventually because it may just go out. Who knows? Sorry, I'm drinking my kombucha. I love my kombucha. But otherwise than that, Venus retrograde is not going to be too bad, but just be wary of career developments around that time too, since that is our career planet. Okay, let's see. Income, you might not see too much changes. There's not much going on with that. Speaking of Uranus, we're going to get back to that. Some of you, probably a few of you might have already experienced the hecticness of Uranus, especially for those who were born the first days of Leo season, the first 6 days, I would say. But now it's going to move further into like, those who are born between July 28th through August 2nd, 3rd or something like that. You will start feeling the effects of Uranus. Your nervous system will be under scrutiny, just being honest. It may be under scrutiny, but it is definitely Uranus going to be teaching you about like making sure you're on your right track when it comes to your career. I mean, it's trying to elevate you higher. But if you're resisting that, it's going to create a lot of anxiety, a lot of nervous breakdowns or breakdowns of your nervous system. Just be wary of that. Also may affect your love life too in some sense, since Uranus is our love planet when it comes to relationships. I wouldn't say this year. I would say this year would be a stable year with relationships for most of us, but for those in the first part of Leo, you're definitely going to see some erratic changes with that too as well. Or some unexpected things to happen or changes. Let's see. Okay. Mars retrograde would actually kind of be favorable for some of us, or for a majority of us, to be honest. It'd be favorable, but in terms of foreign travel, I wouldn't recommend foreign travel between September and November. Wouldn't really recommend it. It would be a hard time to study too if you have if you're in college and you're Leo rising or something. It might not be the best time for studying and focusing because Mars is going to be clearing out that part of your life. So it may not be easy to really focus on your studies around that time, but just bear with it. Mars is trying to revamp that area of life. Also may be challenging your beliefs too as well around that time. Also making sure that we're not doing things under what others would want us to do is more for us, especially when it comes to our area, like things that we want to expand on, especially adventure wise and the direction we want to go in life. I would say don't let people try to control you because we're kings and queens. We would like to rule eventually, but at the same token, we have to be our unique selves. Okay? But to be honest. Oh, last thing. Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. Okay. Some of you will be affected by Saturn next year once it enters Aquarius. Some of you Leos, a few of you. But for majority of us Leos, or for the rising Leos and Suns, you'll be affected by Saturn for the most part next year when it comes to your relationships and your commitments and things like that. You'll definitely see some monumental changes, especially with Jupiter being there next year. But this is 2020, we're not talking about 2021. But you will definitely see some changes when it comes to your work and then going into your relationships by the end of the year. Big possibility. Especially when that Jupiter and Saturn can join with each other. That's going to be a very interesting topic when it comes to your relationships by the end of the year for some of you. But otherwise than that, it's a relatively consistent year. Very consistent year. I don't see too much troubles with Leos. You will find work. Don't complain. I don't want to hear any Leos complain about work. If you're complaining about work, you need to change your job. That's all I'm going to say, because there's going to be something else waiting for you. That's better. Just being honest. I'd rather be honest with you and be straightforward. So with what the energy is presented to me and what I see in the chart. Okay? Cool. So that's all I have for you, Leos. I wish you best of luck this year. I know a lot of us are going to be successful in what we do. Just be consistent and stay focused. Okay? All right. That's all I have. Ciao.